Hi guys, Warren here from Evolution Dance. Welcome back to Technique Tuesdays. So we're going to go back to Latin today, and I want us to look at the cha-cha lock steps. Again, very difficult, intricate movement that's often danced quite badly if it's not danced correctly. So we want to look at the forward lock step as well as the back lock step, and just the little intricacies on how we can create a nice action while creating nice strong legs and staccato action as we need in the cha-cha. So first and foremost, we want to look at a forward lock step. We'll start with the right leg. So if we're going in backward step, backward walk, we're going cha, cha, cha. We go with the left foot, cha, lock, step. So a couple of things that we do incorrectly, firstly, before we just work through it, is when we go forward, we want to make sure that the back foot is not placed too close to the front foot. Yep, we want to lock at the knees, not at the ankles. And the other thing with this is the back heel stays off the ground. So even when we push off, that heel stays off the ground. So we never want to bring the heel flat, or when we lock, lower it before we step out. Those are the two main things that we often see. Otherwise, it creates an action like this. It drops your posture, drops your poise back. We need to be pitching nose over toes in our cha-cha to stay forward. So let's look at how we apply this correctly. So we start with a normal forward walk, as we worked on in the rumba, very similar in the cha-cha. So we're going to ground, and we do a normal forward walk. What we do now is, as we ground into the front heel, we're going to focus on the back knee. In this case, the left leg. We're going to bring the knee into the front knee. So you'll notice, if I do it with my back to you, you'll notice my back foot moves slightly across. It doesn't move in a straight line, otherwise my knee would come right past. So it moves slightly across. As you can see, all of the back foot, front foot is flat, and now we're going to go back to pushing off the standing foot. We use that back foot to push our weight forward. Just sideways, we're going step, we're going lock, and we're going push that weight forward. Right? When we get into the actual lock position, it's a Latin cross. So we're going cha, cha. When we get here, as we said, the back knee is pushing into the front knee slightly flexed. Yep, so we don't want to keep it locked straight, and obviously you don't want to bend it all the way down, just slightly flexed. And then, as you can see again, the back foot there on the ball, my weight is between my 2 feet, 50-50. Now I use the back foot and I push my weight going forward. I think of pushing my spine and I go forward. Right, if I do that towards you, you'll see what happens is we go normal forward walk. We do our lock step. When we ground, again, similar to what we did in the check forward walk. If you go and have a look at that video, there's a slight hip action back. Yeah, because we're grounding into that front heel. Now when I push out, I don't push on a straight line, because as you can see, all my toes are crossed. So when we go step, lock, we always push out slightly to the side to create space for that back foot to come through. Yep, again, something often danced very incorrectly is people will go straight. Now you've changed your direction, so this leg's got to come around. It creates all sorts of problems for us. So one more time, we go with the right foot, we go forward, ground into the lock, and drive that spine forward. Now left foot, same thing, I walk, I ground into the heel, I get the knees to meet, you can see that position there, and then from there we use the back foot and we push the spine forward as we extend the hip again. Looking at technique, looking at the hip action, looking at all of that, basically everything we've done in the videos up until now that we've applied in the rumba is going to apply over here. When we move forward, as we said, we ground into the heel, that creates a hip action on the front hip. When I push off the standing foot, I push myself forward, slightly to the side, and I keep rotating that hip backwards. And then I'm ready to carry on. I settle into there. I push this hip backwards to move forward. And we can carry on. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Go ahead and practice that. We're going to have a complete separate video on the back lock steps because there are a lot of intricacies that we need to discuss over there as well. So, keep practicing, keep working. Once again, if you have any questions or you have any suggestions for a video, feel free to drop us a comment. Otherwise, like the video, subscribe, share, and we hope to see you all on the competition floor very soon.